Hi guys, it's your girl Vonnie. Welcome to Pieces of Me TV. Today I'm coming with a new, well not a new, but a new review for me, not a new show, but Married to Medicine Season 2. I'm so sorry I didn't have the first episode for you guys, but by the time I saw the episode, y'all would have been over it, okay? You'd have been like, what? Anyway, so let's get into the second episode of Season 2 and what happened. It started out with Quad going to Lisa Nicole's house, and I remember seeing her at the party. But if she's gonna be part of the season, like why they didn't do like how they did for Heavenly in this episode and do like a whole thing about her life or whatever. I mean, let me know who this bitch is if you want me to care about her. That's all I'm saying. So she owns a clothing company, and Dwight, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, he is her business partner. And baby, when Dwight walked in, he was looking sickly. I'm like, dude, he got the package? What's wrong, Dwight? I ain't never seen Dwight's hair look like that, okay? And then his neck, he was looking sickly about the neck, y'all. I was confused, okay? I was confused. Then Lisa Nicole is a shady bitch, and I just have a feeling I'm not gonna like her this season. This bitch pulls out her phone to show Dwight what everybody had on that night. She took pictures without nobody's consent. Okay, just ratchet. Just snap, snap, snap. And then there was dogging Mariah, like out the gate. Now, if Lisa Nicole has something against Mariah, y'all should tell us what it is now. Because if she doesn't, I'm not understanding why she's dogging her like that. And I kind of say, even though I feel like Quad shouldn't have commented on it at all, I do kind of feel like she reserved herself a little bit. She didn't go in. We know how Quad can go in. And she didn't go in like that. And I think out of respect for Mariah and her ever establishing a friendship again. Quad lets Lisa know that she wants to start a couture doggy clothing line. And the way Lisa Nicole and Dwight was looking at her like, bitch, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? But they act supportive. Lisa Nicole says she'll help basically guide Quad, and Dwight knows some people that can help her. Dr.Simone comes to Dr. Jackie's home, and Jackie wants to bring up to Curtis about having a baby. And Dr. Simone was like, look, sis, love you, but how about you don't? She just feels like it's not a good idea. She feels like, you've got so much going on. It would be selfish of you to have a baby right now. And Dr. Jackie not trying to hear that. She's like, I just need a friend. So I just need you to tell me what I want to hear. And really, that's not what a friend does. Then they start talking about what happened at Heavenly's house. I feel stupid even calling this bitch Heavenly. Okay. At Dr. Heavenly's house, what happened or whatever. And Dr. Jackie feels bad. She feels like she stepped out of character. So she wants to sit down and talk to Heavenly. She wants Dr. Simone to come to the sit down. Dr. Simone said, yeah, I'll come if that bitch is on meds. If not, I won't be there. When I tell you I live for Dr. Simone and her commentary, she is my type of chick, okay? Not saying she don't be wrong sometimes, but she definitely is my type of chick. It goes over to Toya and Eugene, and Eugene thinks that Toya should get a job. He feels like, he would go crazy being in the house doing nothing. And that hit a nerve for me and probably every other woman watching the show. And it hit a nerve for Toya too. And Toya was really about to chop up Eugene into little pieces. And he kept talking. As much as he kept talking, she kept getting madder. It's like, boy, do you see you ain't helping? Be quiet, okay? Be quiet. He just was digging a ditch. He just thinks like a stay-at-home mom does absolutely nothing. And, it shows like a lot of dads think that way. And a lot of dads think it's not as big of a deal to stay at home with the kids. But if they had to stay home with the kids, they babysitting. You can't babysit your own kids, fool. Ooh, man, work my nerves sometimes, y'all. It goes over to Dr. Heavenly. I'm sorry. There might be some people that think I'm mean when I say this. But Heavenly looks a little touched. Not only does she act a little touched, she just looked a little touched. I don't know if it's those lips or those teeth, the little bit of a lisp she has. I don't know what it is about Heavenly, but she's unattractive to me. Like, it's certain instances, I don't know, it's not when she smiles, and it's not when she has her mouth totally closed. Like, I don't know, I can't describe it, but it's sometimes where she looks okay, and then it's sometimes she just looks like something strange. It's not okay. But anyway, her daughter's cute. Her daughter looks like her, but a cute version of her. She's definitely cute, but she's badassed it, and she needs a whooping because she's got a smart little mouth, and if you don't get that in check now, and she's like 5 or 6, you're going to really have to do some damage with her. You're going to have to, it's going to be a good thing you're a dentist because you have to knock all her teeth out. She's going to need some dentures. So she pulls up her phone. They're at the dinner table, her and her family, and she pulls up this Yahoo Answers page telling her husband that women with big butts are smarter, and what did she say? They're smarter and have a less chance of diabetes and, you know, all this other stuff or whatever. And I'm like, girl, if you think you're going to bring a Yahoo Answers page or a Wikipedia page to Dr. Jackie and think it's going to work, you got another thing coming. Now, I'm a big girl, okay? So I know you can feel a little touchy sometimes, a little sensitive when people comment on other fat people or about you or whatever. I know. But damn, okay? Like, sometimes you got to let things go. You said your piece, let it go. Then she was talking to her husband. Her husband was like, well, you know, it's been 2 years since you lost the weight and everything. These people say, well, Daddy, you ain't tell me I was fat. If that's what you call your husband in the bedroom, that's fine. I need you not to be on national television and in front of these kids talking about Daddy. Nasty bitch. And then her daughter, she asked her daughter, like, Mama, did you know I was fat? And why her daughter go say, yeah. And she was like, how did you know? She was like, because I couldn't fit my arms around you. I'm like, damn, from the mouth of babes. Then it goes to Dr.Simone. And she's at her practice. And she's working. And Toya calls her and wants to stop by. And she lets her know she's working. But she can come by the next day and they can talk. Goes over to Mariah. Mariah's filling her husband in on what happened at Dr. Heavenly's party. I think Mariah and her husband, Dr. Aiden, I think they're so cute together. I do. I really think they're cute together. And is it me or did Mariah like buy a year's supply of contacts? Because I don't remember those contacts last season. Somebody let me know. So then after they're talking about the party, she's just staring at his hairline. And she was like, boo, I think you're cute, but you really need to get your life and you need to get some hair extensions. Some hair, what is it? Not hair extensions. She did offer him some tracks. Hair implants. There we go. You need to get some hair implants because it ain't working, okay? When I met you, you had long black locks and now your shit's locked up. We need to work it out. So he agrees. Goes over to Dr. Jackie. She comes to the gym looking like a boy. And I'm like, boo, this is not no sexy attire that's going to get your husband to notice you and he's playing basketball. Then she was like, I want to play a game. And she takes off them shorts with the little booty shorts on. I was like, now that's how you get a man to do what you want him to do, okay? So she plays a little one-on-one with her husband. He's filling her up. It was really cute on some loving basketball type shit. Then they're finished and she was like, if you make this shot, I'll buy you dinner. He makes the shot and she was like, okay, stay right there. She goes out, get the stuff for the picnic and bring it in and they have a picnic on the bleachers. That's really cute. So she was lighting the candles and I was thinking like, can you light candles in a gymnasium? Like, please don't set off these fire alarms. So they're sitting there and they're talking and she brings up having a baby and using donor eggs. And he basically shut that down very quick. I thought the lid was on that and that was a done with conversation. I thought we stuck the fork in it and it was done. Okay, why are we talking about it now? And she's like, well, I reopened it. He was like, well, where's that lid so we can put it back? He's not feeling that. And I'm completely with Curtis on this one. It's selfish. I understand she wants a child, but if you can't give that child the attention that child deserves, don't have it. I mean, as much as it may hurt, but unless you're willing to sacrifice a lot, don't have kids, you know? And that's basically what he was saying. And she's like, well, you used to want that. He was like, yeah, when I was younger. I'm selfish with my time now. So I don't think it's just about Jackie and her schedule. It's about both of them. Neither one of them are ready. And it don't look like either one of them will be having a kid anytime soon. Next is Dr. Simone and Quad. Quad comes over with her fur babies and lets Dr. Simone's kids play with them, and they go in the basement and they talk. And she brings up having a baby, and then she wants to get on birth control, but she doesn't want to do the pills. So Dr. Simone is giving her all the options, and she said, okay, but I don't want my husband to know. Come on now, you got to put your grown lady drawers on, and you need to tell your husband, no, I'm sorry, I'm not ready. No. It's like simple. What is up with these people trying to have babies when ain't nobody ready? Ain't nobody got time for that. Then Dr. Simone and Toya meet up. Well, Toya comes over to Dr. Simone's house, and basically out of that whole conversation, this is what I got. Toya feels disrespected, not just by the fact that she was dancing up on her man, but the fact that when she brought it to her, her reaction wasn't one of what a friend would be like. Dr. Simone's side is, I understand you had a problem with that, and I respect that you had a problem with that, but you embarrassed me in front of my colleagues and our friends, and you want me to accept what you're giving me. So I feel like maybe if she would have done it in a different way, if she, like she said, called her or texted her, stopped by, they could have talked about it and just, that would have been it. But the way she did it has Dr. Simone's guard up, and she can't let it down, and she's on the defensive. And when you're talking to somebody who's on the defensive, you're never going to get anywhere, because they're never going to stop being the victim to hear your point of the story. Okay, a little knowledge for the day. So I definitely understand, but even though Dr. Simone is my girl, I had to punch her in the face. You don't circle nobody like that. That means you want to fight me. As soon as she'd have came from out my peripheral, she'd have started here and ended here. As soon as I couldn't see that bitch, I'd have fucked her up. And I'd have been like, I'm sorry, you're still my friend. I love you, but you can't do that. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta bite back. And I just think that she's punking Toya, and Toya needs to get her big girl panties on. There's a lot of that going around. Let's pass around some big girl panties to everybody on the cast, okay? That's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Join the Pieces of Me TV family. I look at my subscribers like cousins. You can't borrow no money, but you can get a cup of sugar, okay? And I can give you these videos every week, okay? That's what I can offer you. I love talking to you guys, so please leave a comment telling me what you thought about the episode, what you thought about the review. Hell, child, we can talk about anything you want, okay? We can talk about how Nene showed her ass on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, okay? We can talk about anything. So leave a comment below. Share this video on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You'll also find the links to my social networks in the underneath a bar, okay? You know, underneath of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.